And yesterday, a Washington Post columnist called for Biden to step out of the race. The very same day, a back and forth with a White House reporter unfolded in the briefing room after questions about the president's, quote, recent behavior. And then last night, Nancy Pelosi didn't exactly say no to the president bowing out. And the polling data doesn't disagree. So what comes next? Joining us now is NewsNation media contributor Colby Hall. Colby, great to have you. Let's start there. What do you see as the president's response, if you think he will, in fact, give a response?
Well, thanks for having me. I think he will not address this directly because it sort of gives fodder to a story that he'd much rather go away. I mean, he's long run on the wisdom of experience, and he has a lot of experience in D.C., and he's had a lot of accomplishments in his first term thus far based on those experiences. But you know, he celebrated his 80th birthday last year, and the White House did not promote that at all because it sort of hung a lantern on his age. And increasingly, polling and media reports are now paying close attention that, you know, it's a relative number, but he does appear to be much older, as we all are, than he was, you know, before when he was running for his first term. So this is a serious issue that the president and the White House are addressing as they consider and run for re-election in 2024.
What do you think were the most defining points in that Washington Post article? And do you think we could see the president eventually bow out of this race?
I think right now he probably will not. But you're never bowing out of a race until you are, right? David Ignatius, it was a stunning column that he wrote because he is the very definition of media elite. He grew up in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He's a very well-respected columnist for the Washington Post, sober analysis, very smart. He's a regular contributor on Morning Joe on MSNBC. And when you've lost David Ignatius as a Democratic president who openly asked if he should, sort of said that he should not run, it's a big deal. And his biggest argument was that Biden's best argument is that he can defeat Trump. And if that now is in question because of polling numbers surrounding his age, and by the way, Kamala Harris, he pointed out, is polling just as bad, if not worse, then perhaps it's better for someone to step in and run against Trump because he believes that defeating Trump is the existential challenge that the nation and democracy faces. That's a debate for another time. But, you know, a lot of people thought that it was a stunning moment and could be a tipping point for political media to fall in behind.
Oh, that makes sense. So, Colby, as you know, the media has been covering this topic more. Do you think voters are taking notice, or do you think that this seems like a bigger issue because of the media coverage?
Well, the cart, horse, chicken, egg debate is always there. I will say that the reasoning for the conversation is almost less important than the fact that I think the genie's out of the bottle. I think polling numbers suggest now that, yes, when 2 of every 3 Democrat voter polled says that there's someone else should run for the nomination, that's pretty devastating to the Biden campaign. And, you know, I think that, you know, there's a good reason why Gavin Newsom publicly says, he's the governor of California, says that he supports Biden, but he keeps popping up in interviews with Chuck Todd on Meet the Press and with Sean Hannity. There's a reason why he hasn't completely exited the stage, because there does seem to be the chance that the door remains slightly open for someone to take that nomination.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. NewsNation media contributor Colby Hall, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.